considered as read. Mr. Nehls is recognized for 5 minutes to explain his amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My amendment is very clear and simple. It's an amendment to HJ Resolution 11 that would simply increase the number of terms for House members from 3 terms to 6 terms. 3 to 6. And I have a great deal of love and respect for my friend from South Carolina, Mr. Norman, but I agree with him. I agree, we need term limits, no question. But I believe there are several issues with the underlying resolution, and I think 6 years for a member of the House, I think it's insufficient. And I say that because I don't believe we have any members in our conference that serve as chairs of our committees that have under 10 years. Matter of fact, I don't believe we have a freshman, sophomore, or junior in our conference that serves maybe even as a subcommittee chair under the A committees. So my point is that I've been up here, 33 months. I guess I could say I'm still trying to navigate these treacherous waters up here, trying to find a safe lily pad to land on every once in a while, but we're continuing to learn. I guess you could say maybe a little wet behind the ears yet, trying to figure out how to deal with this swamp that we call Washington, D.C. So the idea that after 3 terms we're out the door, I think many members would probably say many of us don't have that skill set and that historical knowledge to manage some of our more complicated committees here, but I believe 12 years would be appropriate. By limiting the service in the House to 3 terms and service in the Senate to 2 terms, we are inherently saying that the House's work is less important than that of our Senate colleagues. With members in the House for only 6 years compared to staff, and we got staff up here that have been here for decades, we would be leaving the country, quite honestly, to be run by those who have not been elected. There are other questions. How will committee chairs be determined with such little experience? How about the speaker and leadership roles? I think these are some questions that we have to ask ourselves. Therefore, I encourage my colleagues to vote for this amendment, which will limit the number of qualifying terms for House members to 6 terms in order to make it consistent with our center counterparts. 3 terms is not enough. I want to be very, very clear. I support term limits. We're just going to disagree as to exactly how long a member of the House should serve. And with that, I yield back.
Mr. Chairman.
Gentleman yields.